press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, today we are going to get into the second chapter of your history, that is geographical features and prehistoric India. That is the second chapter of your history lesson. Now geographical features, as in to say these natural features that were being present and how they have been formed and what are the directions that have been taken, and prehistoric is pre means before, okay, pre meaning before whatever has happened in civilization, in writing, okay, in recording anything that has happened before we became a civilized society, we became a society that understood things, okay, we tried to record things in terms of histories, collect the sources. That kind of history we are going to study in this chapter, that is before, prehistoric. Now other factors that you are focusing on your chapter are the physical features that are there of India. India is being recognized as a subcontinent and a peninsula. As we go further into the lesson, we will know what is a subcontinent and what is a peninsula. Then we will learn about the neighboring countries of India, who are they, then how did man live in the prehistoric period, as well as the Stone Age, which we are going to cover as we are going to go through this lesson. Today we are going to get into a small introduction of the features of India, and then we will move further into the prehistoric period. Let's get into the first point and understand. Now these geographical features, aren't these naturally made features, okay, naturally present features, okay, naturally present features, and they have a relationship between the people and the environment. People and the environment. All right. Now we need to understand, we need to learn why these features are important, because we are surrounded by it. We have to know what is the importance of it. Now India is a subcontinent. India is a subcontinent. Now India is present in the continent of Asia, okay. India is there in the continent of Asia. Why is it called subcontinent? Is because it takes a larger part in the continent of Asia, okay. India has a large part or a huge part, it has large land mass, okay, large part of land, right, large part of land in the continent of Asia, okay. India is covering a large part of land in the continent of Asia, and that is why it is called as subcontinent. Followed? All right. Now this is in the southern part of Asia, okay. India is in the southern part of Asia. Now if you see, that being there, all right, and this it's not fine, it's not picturized, but you can understand it now. This part of India, the whole country that is there, that's there in the southern part of the continent of Asia, and it is covering a large part of land. That is why it is called as subcontinent. All right. we'll move further to understand what is there. Now, it is surrounded by, India is surrounded by, okay, water on 3 sides. Water on 3 sides, okay. The Arabian Sea that is there here, okay, the Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal. See the map in your textbook, page number 7, alright, Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal, because it is being surrounded by water bodies on 3 sides, okay, the land mass, that is the land that is covered by water on 3 sides, that is called peninsula, okay. Land covered by water is called as peninsula. Now, 3 sides it is water and 1 side it is land, okay, and that is peninsula. Basically, peninsula means a land that is covered by water is peninsula. India is a peninsula because of these 3 water bodies that have been, these 3 places that is covered by water, and on the other side it is covered by land. Alright. Now, India is sharing its borders. India shares its borders okay, India is sharing its borders with Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar or Myanmar. Alright. Now, India is sharing its borders. It has its borders with whom? With Pakistan, with Afghanistan, with China, with Nepal, with Bhutan, with Bangladesh and Myanmar. Look at the map in your textbook there and you will know how these neighboring countries are. Alright. Now, India has states and union territories. Earlier it was 29 states and 6 union territories. That is what is given in your text. But the present times it is 28 states and 8 union territories. Okay. Earlier it was 29 states. Okay. 29 states and 6 union territories. But now it is 28 states and 8 union territories. Okay, recent changes that have been made, 28 states and 8 union territories. In your text it is mentioned 28 states and 6 union territories because it was done earlier, but this is the recent information that is there, that is 28 states and 6 union territories. 8 union territories. 6 was earlier, 8 is present. Alright, and we have the national capital, that is Delhi. Delhi is our national capital. I hope you followed this much, okay. Let me brush it up again for you. Now, we need to know what our features are, we need to know our directions. So, India belongs to the continent of Asia and it's called a subcontinent because it takes a larger part of the land and it is covered by 3 water bodies and that is why it is a peninsula. Alright. Now India is sharing its borders with China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan and Myanmar. And it had 29 states and 6 union territories, but it has 28 states and 8 union territories. And Delhi is the national capital. Alright. Let's move further. Now, India's geographical features it consists or comprises of, it has, alright, it has the Himalayan mountains, the Indo-Gangetic plain, now this Indo-Gangetic plain is also called as Indus-Ganga plain. Okay. Then this is in the north. Okay. Now understand this much. It has the Himalayan mountains, alright, the Indo-Gangetic plain or the Indus-Ganga plain where in the north. Okay, north, south, east and west. Look at the directions properly and you will understand. North, then the Deccan Plateau, alright, Deccan Plateau and the coastal region in the south. Now, a plateau meaning, okay, area that is a land that is a little high, okay, a high ground that is there. It's not very low. Plateau is a highly elevated or highly a higher ground, okay, a higher ground is called as plateau, and there is this coastal region which is there in the south, okay. Let me write it here for you. North, south, east, west. Alright. So, the Himalayan mountains and the Indus-Ganga plain or the Indo-Gangetic plain is in the north, whereas the Deccan Plateau and the coastal region is in the south, alright, towards Tamil Nadu and that side. Let us move further. Alright, let us move further. Now, few of the mountains are there, okay, which are covered by snow. Now, these snow capped or snow covered mountains are there in the north. There is north here on top, snow capped, okay. It's covered by snow. So, covered by snow is in the north, and then, okay, tallest, and we have some of the tallest peaks in the world. Now, these mountains help in order to preserve or protect the safety and security of India. Safety and security of India. These mountains are helping us to protect our country, keep the security of our country. Okay, preserve is to keep the safety and security of the country. Alright. Now, there have been few attacks that had been done in the ancient period. Now, this was from the northern Himalayan region. This is from the northern Himalayan region that few of the attacks that have happened in the ancient period, olden times, has happened in the northern Himalayan region. Alright. Let's see further. Now, attacks that were done were from the northwestern side . Northwestern side through the valley of Bolan, through the valleys of Bolan. What is valley? Now there are hills or mountains like this, okay, and there is this stream flowing. This is the valley. It is called as the valley. Alright. Now, these attacks were happening on the northwestern side. Where is the northwestern side? Here. Attacks were happening here, northwestern side, to the valleys of Bolan, alright, Bolan and Khyber passes. Khyber passes. Now, Khyber passes are mountain passes, okay, passing through the mountain that is there in Pakistan. Mountain passes in Pakistan. So, what is happening? Attacks were happening from the northwestern side here through the valleys, okay, the valleys were going like this. These are the valleys covered by hills and the stream flowing there. Valleys of Bolan and Khyber passes, that are Khyber passes are mountain passes from Pakistan, okay, mountain passes in Pakistan. Next, now this Indo-Gangetic plain that is there, Indo-Gangetic plain is very fertile. Fertile is, it can be used for cultivation, you can grow your crops, okay, it is not, it's a very productive land, you can make your produce there, it is a very useful land, understand fertile in that way, alright. Now, the ancient civilizations that were there, ancient civilizations of, that is Indus Valley civilization, Indus Valley civilization, okay, and the Vedic period civilization, okay, they have been during this period, that is the ancient Indus Valley civilizations and the civilizations of the Vedic period have happened during this time, and they have flourished, or they have happened in the Indo-Gangetic plain. Next, now there have been many battles that have been fought, that is wars that have been fought, okay. Now why did they fight these battles? In order to have control over that place, and that resulted in the dynasties establishing their control or having their control, trying to rule over those places, okay, establishing their control over this fertile Indo-Gangetic plain. What is happening? Lot of attacks that were happening. Where did they happen? In the Indo-Gangetic plain. They wanted to acquire that place, that is of the Indo-Gangetic plain, because it was very fertile, it was very productive, they could make use of it, they could get a lot of profit out of it, and that is why they have tried to attack this, and these empires have also established themselves and started to rule. Now the Narmada River that is there, Narmada River separates India into two. Separates India into two, that is the Malwa Plateau or Malwa Plateau is also called as the Central Highlands, okay, and the Deccan Plateau. What is Narmada River doing? Narmada River is splitting India into two, that is the Malwa Plateau, which is also called as the Central Highlands, and then it is separating the other part, that is the Deccan Plateau. Okay, Deccan Plateau is on this side, so Malwa Plateau is on the top. Now two empires have ruled this place. Two empires have been very prominent in ruling the ancient India. Those are the Mauryas and the Guptas. They have been ruling in the ancient India. Who are they? The Mauryas and the Guptas. Now the coastline that is there, okay, this part of India that is there, it stretches over to, coastline stretches over to 6,100 kilometers, okay, 6,100 kilometers, whereas the eastern coastline, this side, the eastern coastline is called as the Coromandel coast, whereas the western, this side, okay, the Arabian Sea, that side is referred to the western coastline is referred to as the Konkan and Malabar coast. Okay, Konkan over here and down it goes to Malabar. Alright. So, two empires were very prominent ruling it, that is the Mauryas and the Guptas in the ancient India, and the coastline that is there, okay, coastline with water stretches around 6,100 kilometers, and the western coastline, okay, sorry, the eastern coastline, this part, eastern coastline is called as the Coromandel coast, and the western coastline, this part is called as the Konkan and the Malabar coast. Konkan is here on the top, Malabar is down. Okay. Now, this was a brief introduction of the lesson. I want you to read the lesson, students. You will understand it better. I want to wind up, or I want to stop this lesson today here. In the next class, we are going to continue with the geographical features and further move on to the prehistoric period or the prehistoric India that was there. Thank you, students, for listening, and we shall meet soon.